Next up, I want to take just a second to talk about refreshing queries. Now, in the Home tab of your Power BI file, outside of the query editor, you'll see this refresh button across all of your views. And by default, when you press this button, it's going to refresh every single query, every connection, every table that exists in your model by default. But you can customize those refresh options. So within the query editor, in the queries pane, you can actually right-click any one of the individual connections or tables, and you can simply deselect or uncheck the box that says Include in Report Refresh. Right? This is located just below the Enable Load button that we've been clicking on and off in the previous lessons. As you might expect, this prevents that file from refreshing whenever you hit the refresh command from the Home tab. So, helpful pro tip here. What you can do is exclude all of your queries that don't change often or maybe don't change at all, like your lookup tables or any static data tables that you might have. So let's go ahead and we'll open up the query editor and we'll make some of these adjustments ourselves. All right, so here I am back in the query editor. And again, I'm going to collapse these demo queries. And for our other queries here, you can see we've got our territory lookup, product lookup, subcategory, customer, calendar lookup, our rolling calendar, right? We've got a whole bunch of tables here. And if I right click into these lookups, you can see we have include in report refresh. And I can scroll down on each of these and they're all selected to be included within the report refresh. In fact, if I go back to my data model view and I refresh all of my queries here, you'll see that we have all of our tables, our lookups, right? Customer, the rolling calendar, sales data. Everything is refreshing when I click refresh, even though nothing has changed with that underlying data. So there you go. We've just refreshed all of these tables, right? And now let's head back into the query editor. And what I want to actually do here is prevent my lookup tables and that rolling calendar table from being included within the report refresh. So we'll come into these lookup tables one by one, include in report refresh. If I right click on this again, you can see it's now deselected. Come to product lookup, subcategory, categories next, customer, rolling calendar, and we'll select our calendar as well. So basically all of these lookup tables in our calendar table, because they're not going to be changing, we have removed them from being refreshed, right? The only table here is our sales data table. So if we head back over into the data model view, and now we click refresh, you'll notice that it's only that sales table that's being updated, right? And that was so much shorter, right? And that's because now instead of refreshing all of our lookup tables, it's just that sales data table. Good rule of thumb, if you have data that's static or if you have tables that aren't going to be changing, go ahead and exclude those from the report refresh and only refresh the ones that may be changing over time.